Well, hello, everybody. Hello.
Hello, hello. Why, it's been a minute.
Welcome to Sunday Funday with Cruising with Wheels.
Brand
I'm
new
Kevin.
year.
This is Frank.
Brand new year 2022, baby.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Can you please let us know if you can hear us okay and see us okay? Just someone put it in the chat. But we wanted to say hello and welcome to everybody in the chat. We have a little bit different setup today, so please bear with us while I'm doing stuff. So, what, honey?
Just going through the list, baby. Checking it twice.
Checking it twice. So first off, we would like to thank the moderators that are in the room today. So far we have Katie Hislop and Rally Creative Travel. That's Blaine.
That's Blaine. Hey, Blaine.
Hello.
Hey,
hello,
Katie.
hello. Thank you for moderating for us. You will know who they are based on their names being in blue. And I just saw Karen Carter pop in. They also have a wrench next to their name, and they are here to help us out. They are all seasoned cruisers, so if we do not get to a question that you have, know that they will be able to answer most of your questions, hopefully. Right?
Yes, so thank you, moderators.
So let's go through and say hello and welcome to some people before we get to cruise news.
We've missed everybody.
So we're going to say hi to Katrina Rawlings.
Hello. Hi, Kelly Deneen.
I have to move this over a little bit.
Okay. You're lucky you're able to do that.
Right? It looks like Katie and Katrina were having a lovely conversation.
Were.
Hello and welcome to Sandra Homan.
John Carlo, hello.
Kathy D is in the house today.
And you got to keep going.
I'm going as fast as I
there we go. Marla. Hey, Marla. How you doing? Welcome. And I hope Annette's with you.
And the wonderful and special Wendy Hyde is here.
Hey, Wendy.
And if Joey is in earshot, hello to him as well. Let's see. Who else is here? Uh-oh.
This is just a setup.
I didn't get to say it because I just said hi to Wendy Hyde.
Oh,
you get to say it.
Oh, gosh. Hello, El Rondo. And how are you today?
You've got to roll up the rim. You've got to do El Rondo. Hello to Joan Gillen and welcome.
Hello, Nancy C. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome, Pamela Butler.
Welcome, Sean Harrison from the UK.
Matt Burns is here.
Hello, Midwest Katie.
Scott McNeil, hello. Good afternoon.
Hey, Camille Castorina. How are you?
Sarah Provencher.
Hello,
is
hello. Oh, gosh. Who else is? Oh, Janet E. Hello, Janet E.
Oh, and I am so not going to butcher that name.
What?
Where did it go? Where did you go, Janet E. there? Vince.
Vince.
Hello, Vince.
Cuero. From Toronto, Canada.
Oh,
our neighbors.
Canada.
Our neighbors.
Scott McNeil's here. Keep going, keep going.
Ronald Bitterman, hello and welcome.
Joey Fontanello in the house.
Hello, Ziara Ramos.
Annie Stanier.
Stanier.
And we have to take a break for a second and say...
Well, there's a familiar name we know.
And Lisa Wise is here.
That's right, Lisa Wise.
She says, hi, Kevin and Frank, love you guys.
And
we have to
say,
thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you for the super chat, we love you. Tommy Y is here.
Hello, Tommy Y. Katie Connor, hello.
Mark, the Lost Traveler, is in the house today.
Oh, welcome.
And he's taking a break from Wegmans.
Good for you. Hello, Rob Persad. How are you?
Cheryl Croft is here.
Oh, wow. Hello. Oh, look who popped in.
James B.
Shine my babe.
All the way from the UK. He's moderating today.
Hello.
And I'm sure he has his Lucitane,
Yeah,
L'Occitane,
Lucatane.
Lucatane. He's probably slathered and pickled in it.
God.
You know what I saw Jamie had? He
I
had
saw a whole counter.
but that was Fabuloso.
Oh, God.
They have the most fabulous cleaning supplies over in the UK.
Gosh.
Fabuloso. And we have some Fabuloso here, but not as many products as they have over there.
Welcome, Adam Clark Gillespie.
And I think we're all caught up. So you know what we're going to do? We are going to, well, I'm being told that we are going to talk about cruise chat.
Don't let it get out of order, people.
Go ahead.
Cruise chat. If it is a private chat room on Facebook. And if you go to Facebook and type in cruise chat, click to join. We have thousands and thousands of members.
So you can connect with us on cruise chat, but you can also connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. But you also can email us. And you can email us at
cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
That is also the email address that you would use if you are interested in the group cruise and getting on that. So just email me, make sure the subject line is group cruise, and I'll get right back to you. And you can also use that email for a Super Cruiser photo. So again, it's cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com. And if you would like to be featured as a super cruiser on our regular Thursday videos, just include the first names of everybody pictured, as well as the name of the ship that you were sailing on.
This past week, Joan Gillum and her husband Chris were super cruisers in Thursday's video. Right, Joan? Super cruisers!
Super cruisers! But the first thing we're going to get to with cruise news involves the Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Cruise Line has announced that Bradley Cripes from the UK, Cripes, and Ryan Rose, a New York City native, will serve as entertainment director and cruise director aboard the Carnival Radiance for their inaugural cruise.
See, good news. Second on the list, we have a lot of announcements, and again, more good news, because, you know, we don't want to always focus on the bad stuff, right? So Norwegian Cruise Line announced that it's become the first cruise line to seasonally home port in Panama City, Panama.
Isn't that awesome?
Offering round-trip Panama Canal voyages beginning March 20th of 2022 with the Norwegian Jewel. The NCL signed a multi-year agreement with the Panama Tourism Authority, which allows the company to seasonally home port at the Cologne Cruise Terminal, as well as at Fuerte Amador Cruise Terminal, located on the Pacific Ocean side of the country, adjacent to Panama City. Yay!
Yay! Now we're going to jump right back over to Carnival Cruise Line, and they have, Carnival Cruise Line is officially back to Grand Turk, okay? The capital of Turks and Caicos Island, after a 21-month absence. And currently, the Carnival Freedom arrived at the port today during a 6-night Eastern Caribbean voyage from Miami. The sailings to other ports are Amber Cove in the Dominican Republic, along with Carnival Corporation's private Bohemian island, Half Moon Cay. Now, we've been to Half Moon Cay, right? That's where I rode the horses on the beach, and it is a fabulous, fabulous private island, and it is shared with Holland America.
Yes. Because remember, a lot of these, you know, people say, well, what's going on? And doesn't that cruise line own the island? The cruise lines lease these islands from the home country. So, you know, it's not like we own them and they can do what they want.
Why don't you talk about Australia a little bit?
Well, you know, again, Carnival Cruise Line in the news. And again, in Australia, you know, they have some of the strictest COVID regulations going on. But Carnival Cruise Line now plans on resuming in the country in 2022 with domestic sailings. It's similar to what they did over in Asia. When COVID was first hitting and they couldn't do international, they were doing just domestic sailings. Now the two Carnival cruise ships that operate from the country will be not be offering international itineraries, even though the cruise industry down under has not been given the green light to resume cruise operations. Carnival is in the planning stages to resume safe travels on two of their Carnival ships, the Carnival Spirit and the Carnival Splendor. Oh, yeah, because again, Australia currently has a ban on cruising till February 17th. We'll see how that goes. So Carnival is kind of in the wings, waiting to see what happens.
I would like to talk about the happiest cruise line on Earth, and that would be Disney Cruise Lines. Now, Disney Cruise Lines and Broward County Commission have announced a new agreement that will make Port Everglades Disney's second year-round home port. The cruise line has entered into a 15-year partnership with the port, which includes a minimum 10.6 million passenger movements and 3 5-year extension options that could add another 11.25 million passengers.
Ooh, boy.
The agreement provides for one ship to be home ported in the Port Everglades year-round beginning fall of 2023, joined by a second seasonal ship in 2025.
Nice to see plans moving along.
Now, we didn't forget when we were compiling our cruise news today, some of the more luxury brands. So now we're going to talk about Crystal Cruises.
And this is a nice, good news from Crystal Cruises. Crystal Cruises has announced a new promotion for solo travelers sailing on the cruise line's Crystal Symphony. Now, the promotion, entitled Zero Single Supplement, allows solo guests to enjoy all the luxury amenities on the 922-passenger vessel at double occupancy rates without the supplemental fee typically charged to solo travelers. It is applicable to 15 Crystal Symphony voyages to the Caribbean and Mediterranean in 2022.
Maybe
Yay!
Katie will try Crystal.
I know.
I mean, she loves her solo cruising.
Pressure's on.
I have to say that we are back to Carnival again.
Yes,
because the Carnival Miracle on December 11th.
Yeah, and it's not good news.
Yeah, on December 11th of 2021, the Carnival Miracle reported that a woman fell off the balcony around 3 a.m. Into the Pacific Ocean near Ensenada, Mexico. Now, the U.S. Coast Guard searched for the woman in her mid-20s for over 30 hours.
Yeah. Without any luck.
They had no luck, so it was very, very sad.
I know.
Our thoughts and prayers are with the family.
And again, fell off the balcony.
Yeah. Well,
those of you who have been on the ships know the railings are up to here. So you really can't fall off unless you're sitting on a balcony. We always say, unfortunately and sadly, usually, don't know in this case, but usually alcohol and crazy antics going on. You just
we don't know.
We don't know.
We're not going to put anything
People
out.
just don't fall off a balcony.
I agree.
Yeah.
So moving on.
Good news. The Dominican Republic's Taino Bay port of Puerto Plata on Wednesday, December 15th, 2021, opened and hosted its first cruise ship, the MSC Seashore. The new destination will be off to a roaring start with about 160 booked through April. Come back to me. Come back to me.
Sorry.
Come back to me.
Where is it?
Right there.
I can't help it. I had it on accident. What do you want from me?
Right.
Go.
The new destination will be off to a roaring start with about 160 booked through April 2022. Besides MSC Cruises, other lines sending ships include Royal Caribbean International, Celebrity Cruises, Norwegian Cruise Line, Oceania Cruises, Regent Seven Seas Cruises, and Virgin Voyages.
And speaking of MSC, the MSC Seashore
bad news again.
December 22nd, 2021, reported that a 15-year-old teenage boy plunged to his death from the 16th deck. at around 7:30 p.m. in an apparent suicide. So again, our thoughts and prayers are with the family of this 15-year-old boy. And the MSC Seashore returned from its 5-day trip to the Caribbean on its way back to the port of Miami.
Oy.
Then, on December 30th of 2021,
Yep.
the CDC increased the risk level for cruise ship travel to its highest level yet and said it should be avoided.
Y'all heard that.
Regardless of vaccination status. The agency bumped up the travel risk level for cruise travel from a level 3 to a level 4, indicating that the risk for COVID-19 is very high. Quote, very high. The move reflects increases in cases on board cruise ships since identification of the Omicron variant, as the total number of ships with COVID-19 increased to 91.
Bummer. And then, bada boom, bada bing, following that, almost a week later, you got it, cruise lines started canceling sailings, and you've all been talking about it. NCL announced suspensions of sailings. The U.S. Center for Disease Control and Protection on December 28th identified 89 cruise ships with COVID-19 cases, and again, launched a, quote, their formal investigation. And that is making people very, very unhappy, because you know what happened last time when the CDC officially suspended all sailings, and people are worried right now that that is going to happen yet again. It almost seems like, holy moly, we are back to 2020 again.
And finally, I'm going to end everything with Regent Seven Seas. Now, within the fleet of Regent Seven Seas is the Seven Seas Mariner. And on January 4th of 2022, they announced its guests of their sold-out 120-day world cruise sailing that the itinerary was being massively altered. And instead of sailing to some of the world's most exotic ports, the cruise will now be divided into 4 segments, each leaving out of Miami and hitting mostly ports in the Caribbean and in Latin America.
Yeah, that's
Guests who decide to go forward with the new itinerary will receive a 30% refund. They can also opt to do a partial sailing and receive a refund for the days not sailed, plus 15% off. Finally, they can opt out of the cruise entirely and receive a full-on refund.
Now that is a bummer.
Yeah.
Right. Because
I would be completely bummed
isn't this
out.
the one that sold out in a day?
Yes.
And you expect to go around the world, right? And hit all of these exotic ports everywhere. And now you're like, no, you're only going to the Caribbean and, South America. That's it. Done. I'd be like, cancel. I'm not spending all that money just to do that.
So there is your cruise news.
Some good, some bad. But yeah, it's just getting disturbing news.
I'd like to welcome Marquetta Morris, all the way from Texas. Hello and welcome.
Hello, Silver Rabbit. Welcome.
Patty Stevens is here. No one sings the Super Chat jingle like us, too. Well, nobody sings the Super Chat jingle, I don't think.
Copyright.
Copyright infringement. And there's little Joan Gillen, all happy that she was a
Super Cruiser.
Wendy Hyde has 75 days until her Mardi Gras cruise.
Jealous.
She's got her fingers crossed that they will go, and we have to welcome
Trisha Murphy
to the room. And Happy New Year. Don't worry about being late.
Look who just popped in. It's Sean G.
Sean G is in the house. He is also a moderator, and we'd like to thank him.
Is Laura with you, Sean? If she is, give her a hug and a kiss and a pinch for us.
Camille Castorino said, remember last show, December 5th.
That's right. She had a date. Mm-hmm. Right. It was a blind date, right? First time meeting guy from a dating site. Treating me to steak and margarita. Oh, yeah. Kevin and Frank, yeah.
They moved in a week later.
No. Well, that must have been a good steak.
You're an idiot.
Well, it must have been.
Hello and welcome to Vanessa Wyndham. We'd like to welcome you to the chat. We love you. We miss you. Mwah.
There's Laura. I see her right there.
I see Laura G. Ahoy, Laura.
Hugs and kisses.
Katie Connor says 70 to sailing on the NCL Gem.
The gem.
For a 10-day Caribbean cruise. Last time we cruised was March of 2019. Well overdue. Yeah. I can't wait to get back on the Gem.
Gosh.
I can't wait to get back on the Gem, but we're not going to do anything right now.
Oh, no. It's just kind of... Your
chat.
chat is rolling.
Chat is bouncing. Chat is bouncing.
But I want to say hi.
Over here. Over here. I don't know where
You're
we
making me
are.
dizzy.
I don't know where
Keep
we
going.
are. I was going, but you said go like that. So when you go like that, I think you want me to go back up.
Keep going.
Where do you want me to go?
And stop. Hello, John Bolton. And welcome. We finally got you on the screen.
I want to say hi to Gavin. Gavin is here all the way from the UK.
Hey, Gavin.
And he is also a moderator, and we love him to death.
Hello, Linda Hathaway. Welcome to the chat. This is so exciting. Look at all those blue wrenches. Boomity, boomity, boom.
And we have to say to Karen,
Our beautiful
Carpenter.
Karen Carter.
thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you for the super chat. We love you.
Mwah.
Sarah is sailing on the Escape in 27 days.
Ooh,
The
gosh.
positive rate is 25% where she lives. Less than 1%, hey, less than 1% on the ship. She feels that it's safer there. And
At home. Right?
she's not missing that. She's not missing that. We have to say that we sailed on the Escape. We actually sailed on the Escape with Gavin and Jamie that are in the chat room. And who else was on that cruise?
The boys.
Greg.
Derek and Greg.
And Gregory.
Yep,
Derek and
from,
Gregory from D&G Explorers.
Yep.
And we have to say that we had
Yeah,
the
great
most
time.
positive experience on the Escape. Everybody was overwhelmingly kind and went out of their way for all of us. So we hope that you have a great time. They have a
I
great
know.
staff, and one of the things on the Escape that we love is the same reason why we love the Gem is the crew generally has been with the ship for many, many years. So yeah, so have a great time. Oh, Trisha Murphy says, my mom has a cruise booked the end of February with Royal Caribbean. Another sure if...
I think I'm not sure if it's going to happen.
Or she not
This
sure
is
if
a cruise
gonna
that was
happen.
booked back in March of 2020.
Yeah.
I know. People are up in the air again. And
Up
it's,
in the air.
Yeah, it's just... Oh, hello, Chantel Coate. Welcome.
Welcome. And Jason Lott.
Yeah, and he's 77 days away from the
77
NCL
days on the Encore.
We love the Encore.
Jason, if you haven't checked out our NCL Encore playlist, check that out. That was our first ever group cruise in January of 2020, just before the pandemic hit. And we had a fabulous time.
I don't think we barely had the laundry done, folded, and put away when news of COVID really started rolling on the TV, because we got back the end of January of 2021, and then all of a sudden all hell was breaking loose, and we're like, we looked at each other and went, damn, we got back just in time.
Now, Adam Clark Gillespie also has a cruise booked with Royal Caribbean at the end of February, and he's still feeling good that it's going to happen at this
Fingers
point.
crossed, fingers crossed. Hello, Janelle Smith, and welcome. Better late than never. I want to say, Katie Hislop. Katie, Mistress of Merriment, how are you feeling? I hope you're getting better. I know you had COVID. You've been quarantined and laying around just having a drink here and there.
We would like to welcome Arthur's Cruises all the way from Australia. He says, "Good day, mate."
Good day from the land down
From the land
under.
down under. We would love to get to Australia one of these times. I mean, really.
Nancy
Nancy
C.
C is in the house.
Oh, she's doing one of our bucket list cruises.
Nancy C is doing a 9-day Panama Canal and 64 days to her transatlantic. They're both on Princess,
Wow.
the Emerald and the Regal. And both cruises had great rates for solo travelers, even got a balcony for the transatlantic.
Nice.
Yes, that would be a must if
That
I
would be
did
a must.
transatlantic.
Yes, absolutely.
I would like to welcome Ladybug77 to the chat. She is in the house.
And Laura and Sean, 3 more months till they go on the NCL Jewel.
Jealous.
Katie says, finally feeling better today, still taking it easy. Thanks for asking. You just keep yourself hydrated with the appropriate drinking beverage.
Right. Did I do that right? Did I do
Yes.
that right?
You know, we're all of you like us are glued to the TV, reading up on social media, you know, whatever information, and yeah, people are all you start seeing on Facebook is my cruise got canceled, you know, NCL, Royal Caribbean. It's like a couple here, a couple there, and now people were like, oh, I hope they don't shut down to the end of January and restart, and it's all this talk going on, and people are worried. And I said to my mother yesterday, I said, I don't know. I thank God every day that we decided 2023 for the Cruising with Wheels group cruise, because we were going to be like 2022, but you had not found really a cruise you liked. And so,
I love
so as cruises were still opening up, and he's like, oh my God, I just found this fabulous cruise. It's March of 2023. It's on the NCL Gem. It has ports we haven't been to. It's 11-day. Oh my God. I was like, yeah, sure, we want to go earlier, but no, let's give everybody time to prepare, save money, plan ahead. And I am grateful that we did decide on 2023
Exactly.
and hope that all of this will be over by the time we all get together and go.
So if anybody's interested in joining us on the group cruise in 2023, it's very simple. All you have to do is email me at cruisingwithwheels@rochester.rr. Oh, no. That's not our email address anymore.
No, it's not.
It's cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
And you're reading it, and it's the correct one, but your brain is saying something else.
So all you have to do is email us at cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com. Put in the regards group cruise, and I will get you all of the information that you need. But what I can tell you is anybody that books the group cruise will receive the following perks. Now, if you choose an interior cabin, you can select 2 perks from the list, and if you select an ocean view or above, you will receive all 4. And basically what it is beverage package for guests 1 and 2, specialty dining package for guests 1 and 2, 250 minutes of Wi-Fi per cabin, $50 shore excursion credit per cabin per day, or rather per port, and a bonus $100 onboard credit. We are on the cusp of reaching a goal, so if we reach a certain number of guests, we will possibly get more onboard credit or some surprises. So if you're interested, just email us. It's on the beautiful NCL Gem.
Right, and now before we talk about the itinerary, I just want to say hello and welcome Bill Leach. Hey, Bill, welcome to the chat. The Cruising with Wheels second annual group cruise, March 10th through the 21st of 2023, is the best of the Caribbean.
Yes, and we leave from the port of New York City.
Yep.
And then we have 2 days at sea.
Yes. And then we go to Grand Turks and Caicos. We then head off to San Juan, Puerto Rico.
St. John's, Antigua.
Phillipsburg, St. Martin.
Tortola, British Virgin Islands.
Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
2 more days at sea, and we end in New York City.
That's right. So yeah, it's a great itinerary. 11-night, best of the Caribbean. Does a little east, does a little west, does a little south. So
Now, Janelle Smith asked when we're cruising again, and so far that's our next cruise that we have planned. And we're so excited because we have some people that are going to cruise with us again. That cruised with us on the first cruise,
Right,
and
a lot of
that
people.
we've cruised
Yeah.
with in the past
Right.
that jumped on board.
right. So,
So
it'll be exciting.
Yeah, it's gonna
You've
be
al-
really...
you've already
Chris and Jen. Chris and
Right,
Jen were
Chris
with
and
us
Jen.
on the Escape, weren't
Right.
they? Or was
yes,
that
they
the-
were. Yes, they
Yes.
were. Yes, they were.
So many cruise ships, I can't keep them straight.
And we met them here. Couple of months ago, when they came,
Oh,
they were in the
yeah.
area, and we went and met them at Chinese restaurant. Where did we
P.F.
go?
Chang's.
We went to P.F. Chang's, and we had a great night with them, and so I can't wait to see them again. You've already been preparing for the group cruise in terms of the events, and we've already started sign-ups for the events, and you've talked to Karen at cruises.com, because the group cruise is being handled by cruises.com. We are not travel agents. We do not handle bookings. We do not handle money. We are just the hosts. And so, again, if you just email us, we will give you the information of exactly how to book it. You cannot book this group cruise from home on your phone, from home on your computer. You can't. You have to book it exactly how it will be in the instructions in the sheet Kevin emails you.
Except they can do it on their computer via email, and they can do it on the phone by talking to Karen.
But it's all, again, no, I'm saying
I just don't want them to be confused.
I know, but my point was you can't book it directly with NCL via phone, via computer. Again, you have to go through cruises.com with our group cruise specialist, because we have a special group cruise ID number.
Now, Ziara Ramos has 353 days until her holiday cruise, and the days are going by so slowly.
Oh, they always do when you can't wait to go. I know.
Lisa Wise is doing the Emerald Princess to Panama,
A lot of Panama happening.
3/13 of this year. And Arthur's Cruises finally booked a cruise for January of 2023 to New Zealand from their hometown in, what is that?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. I can't read over there. Oh, and poor Katie hasn't hit any booze since New Year's Eve.
Because you really can't drink. Only in your mind you can.
Now Nancy C says, clarify, that would be days until cruises, not cruise days. And Kelly Deneen, what did Kelly Deneen say? Where did she go? There she is. Kelly Deneen said her last cruise was November of 2019. She's had 3 canceled cruises. 285 days till her next one in October of 2022. She thought that her husband was crazy to not book sooner.
You thought Doug was crazy, right?
He was right.
He was right. Say it again, Kelly. Doug was right.
Doug was right.
Jason Lott's already booked his Q Barbecue and his Cagney's Steakhouse. Good for you.
All right.
2 of our favorites. Yes. We love the Q Barbecue.
I love Q Barbecue. You know, they got mixed. It gets mixed reviews, but I think it's very good.
We like it.
I really like it. Katie Rawlings says that she can't believe that she's going to be 44 this year.
No.
On the 18th of this month.
Oh, wow.
And she's working hard to go on her first cruise. What will the outlook be for future cruises? I hope we can still cruise.
Well, let's see. We have misplaced our crystal ball.
I know.
Wish we could tell you, but who knows? Nobody anticipate. Really, we didn't think Omicron was gonna hit, and everything seemed to be getting back to normal, and then that that hit, and it spread like wildfire. I remember one minute it was, the news is so far, nothing here in the United States, Omicron, blah, blah, blah. And also the next day it was California has its first case, and then New York has its first case. And then all of a sudden you look, and as of the other day, the whole United States is all mostly dark red. Hospitals are loading up again. National Guard's being called into a lot of cities and states, helping out the hospitals. And as I look, I'm like, it's like 2020 all over again.
I want to welcome Doug West to the chat.
Hello, Dougie.
And it looks like a bunch of people that are in the chat cannot wait until the group cruise.
No, can't either.
Welcome, David Webb. He says he's a little late, but hello to everybody. He has 139 days until his cruise on the Sky Princess. To say that they can't wait is an understatement.
But you get the big calendar out. Check off every day. Countdown begins.
Oh, boy.
I know. It's.
Lisa Wise said, what ship is the 11-night Caribbean on?
Oh,
it's on the beautiful NCL Gem.
Lisa, you should know this. You should know this.
Karen Carter, who is from the Barbecue Belt,
yes,
said
Texas.
that she likes Q barbecue. It was surprisingly good.
Yeah. I want to say hi to Tara Jan Shell. Hello, Tara. She said, we just canceled our cruise to Alaska. I know, out of Vancouver, May 14th, 2022. Sad, yes. Joan and Chris will be 56 days to the Epic out of Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Nice. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, Gavin's made another change on his...
Gavin, you make my head spin with all of the changes you make to your cruising life. So Gavin said that he changed from an inside on the Anthem of the Seas. It's the Norwegian Fjords cruise to a junior suite,
junior suite
on the Voyagers of the Seas Baltic cruise, and that's a bucket list for them for May of 2022. And it costs less. Really crazy price.
Yeah.
So if it was a really crazy price, we'd be more than happy to go with you. Just put that on your charge. I'll send you our birthdays and whatever information you need.
Oh gosh.
Because we had a Baltics booked
I want to
at one
ask.
point. We canceled
I want
it.
to ask Jamie, like, does Gavin ever get away from his computer? Because I can see Gavin constantly checking.
Right.
Checking the, all the cruise sites and the ships and the itineraries and all, booked another one. Stop the madness.
Jason Lott said, which stateroom cabin category is your favorite? So I'm assuming that you mean what cabin type, because within the cabin type, there's multiple categories, and they're going to vary from ship to ship as to what those categories are. So obviously we would have to say that our favorite would be a balcony. Well, anything with a balcony.
Right, and particularly we had an aft.
I really enjoyed the
balcony.
Aft balcony.
Again, it was a handicap accessible cabin.
That was not just a balcony though.
But it
that
was a mini suite. Yeah, I mean an aft mini suite.
Was that on the Encore?
Yes, it was our group cruise. Yes, it was huge. We had a sail away party in our cabin.
It was awesome.
Yes,
it was awesome. So I would highly recommend an aft balcony or an aft mini suite.
We've done,
but now they're called club balconies.
We've done the inside. We've done the ocean view. We've done the balcony. We did the mini suite aft.
We
visited.
We've been benefactors of the largesse of Haven guests. So
their giant Haven villa. Yes.
Which was amazing.
On the NCL Jade.
I had lots of hot tub time.
Yeah, it was.
So
grand piano, chandeliers, butler, and all the hoopla. It was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, those were the days. Those were the days.
Now, El Rondo has 220 days until the Prima inaugural cruise. 287 days until Encore, Seattle to Miami repositioning on the Panama Canal.
Wow.
I would love to do a Panama Canal repositioning. I think that would be amazing and do the full transit.
Yeah. Now, Silver Rabbit is asking, question about the group cruise. Are there solo cabins or discount for solo cruisers? Now, the group cruise is aboard the NCL Gem.
It's on the NCL Gem, and the NCL Gem does not have solo cabins on it. We do apologize for our solo cruisers on that. However, from my understanding, we have some solo cruisers.
Oh, yeah, we have several.
We have several, and so I'm not sure if anybody would be willing to share a cabin or not, but you can always put it out there.
I think there was only one cruiser who was looking to connect for a cabin mate, but the other ones who are like, no, I booked the balcony and it's all mine.
Yep.
And they're like, it was because the cruise was such a good price.
It was very affordable. Yeah. I'm not sure what it's at right now, because pricing always ebbs and flows, and I think now would be a good time to have get a good price because they're shutting down things.
Well, it's funny because when there was a shutdown and then they started, people were like, oh, are they giving discounts and because they want you to come back cruising? And the answer was no, they weren't, because they knew everybody was desperate to get back to cruising. There was no need to give anything away. And again, I don't think they're going to do that again. All of you are a testament to that fact that you want to get back to cruising. And so, yeah, everybody likes a discount, but I don't, just based on the past, I don't see it happening.
Now, Vanessa Wyndham has 10 days until her next cruise on the NCL Getaway. We also had an aft. No,
we had just a balcony.
We just had a balcony there.
On the Getaway. Yeah.
Mango Meltdown.
Yeah, Mango Meltdown with Dave and Darlene in our
Mango Meltdown's down.
Oh my God.
She spelled Mango Meltdown
Call
all over our
911.
cabin.
Like, two of them. There were two because they have it was
full.
Yeah, it was again it's a large handicap accessible balcony, and of course they have the big chair that swivels, and they got the little side table, and of course. Who knocked into the side table? Had the two Mango Meltdowns.
She literally set them down.
Yeah.
And turned around and went out on the balcony or something, and then came back in and walked right into the table.
And it just looked like it looked like a murder scene.
It did.
And I felt so
upset.
bad. I felt bad for you. I felt bad for the Mango Meltdowns, but I really felt bad for the cabin steward when we had to tell him that clean up on aisle 6.
So Cheryl Croft says that her favorite is the balcony midship. The higher, the better for her. And Linda Hathaway is wishing Vanessa Wyndham luck that she's able to go.
We like midship. We like to be a little high. Nice to be on the deck.
I like to be mid.
The deck where weren't we on the deck once? Where the buffet deck?
That was awesome. We were on the Carnival Conquest, and it was either the Conquest or the Valor, and we were on deck 9.
Roll out to the buffet.
Really, the buffet was here, and our cabin was here. It was like.
So it was nice when I'm in the cabin, right? Or he's like, oh, let me just get to the buffet real quick, and I'll grab this, that, and whatever. And it was real quick because
it was real quick.
It was like out the door. There it is. Grab
I would
some
totally do that again.
Yeah, I would love, on the buffet deck.
Pamela Anderson just returned today from the Odyssey of
Pamela Adams.
Oh, what did I say?
Anderson.
Well, who's using my mouth?
I don't know.
Pamela Adams just returned today from the Odyssey of the Seas 7-day cruise. The ship was not cleared for several hours for passengers to get off at the private island Coco Cay. Off on time at the U.S. Virgin Islands and St. Martin.
Yeah, there's been a lot of unhappy stories coming from people who are posting right from the cruise ships where they're like, we can't even get off on the private island. Or we just got to port.
Bye Arthur's Cruises.
Oh, bye Arthur's
He
Cruises.
says, you guys are great. Had a great time watching the both of you. See you later. Time to work and make some money for the next cruise.
That's right. But yeah, people posting about not being able to get off the ship, even to the private island, arriving.
The struggle is real.
Arriving at a port, and the country is like, no one's getting off the ship because it's been reported a crew member or members have tested positive for COVID, and you got the segment of people who, I paid for the cruise, I expect to go to the ports, blah blah blah, and I'm really upset. And then they got the other camp, which is like we would be kind of. I'm just happy to be on the cruise ship.
I wouldn't care to get off.
Send me to where there's hors d'oeuvres, some food,
ice cream,
drinks. There's some entertainment going on, blah blah blah. But then there were postings of, ports were canceled, and they said the ships really were not prepared, and there were no shows, no classes, there was nothing to entertain the people. But that was according to the Post. So the level, again, take it with a grain of salt. The level of boredom depends on, I guess, who you are.
Now I hope, for Cheryl's sake, that Hawaii will lift their 14-day quarantine restriction at this point, because they have a 7-day cruise booked for August of this year to Hawaii. So fingers crossed for you.
Oh, Karen Card is asking, did you film any NCL Gem vlogs? I looked for them but didn't find anything. Oh yeah, because one of we didn't?
No.
We didn't.
I don't think so.
Oh, you know why? I'll tell you why,
we
Karen.
had just begun.
All right, our first NCL Gem was 2015.
Before our channel started.
And then she had a remodel, and we went in February of 2017. It was a Valentine cruise, and we had just started the channel, and we
were trying to get our sea legs
and trying to figure out what was what. We had no camera equipment. It was just cell phones.
That was also the cruise that we went on that footage got dumped.
So yeah, it's just pictures of us in Valentine.
There are a few spots. There is an NCL Gem playlist.
Right.
There was I did something in the casino. There is 2 ship tours. One is pre-renovation, so that was 2015. Right. And post-renovation, 2017. We were actually on the last cruise before it got dry docked. Phenomenal deal. That was the phenomenal deal we got.
So, 2017 is when we started the whole channel. So
there's a few things, I think, with Gem, and I'll try to remember to post that in the Group Cruise Facebook page.
Yeah. Cheryl Croft is saying she wants to book La Bistro for the group on a group cruise. You should. La Bistro French restaurant.
Ooh la la.
Yes, we've been there several times. The food is to die for. It is delicious.
I will say that the menu typically is seafood heavy.
Yeah.
So we are not seafood eaters, but there are still things that you can eat.
Yes, you'll have a chicken option.
I usually have the coq au vin.
I usually have the pork medallions.
We always get at least I always get it. I don't think you get it.
The onion soup?
I get the French onion soup, and Jamie B will attest that it is the best French onion soup that you'll ever have.
Yeah.
It's so good it'll make you want to slap your mama.
Yeah, look
or
good,
the captain.
smell good. Wish I could eat it, but I can't. I will live through you. I will live through others.
And I don't know. Oh, and I have to say that if you're a coffee drinker, Cheryl, they have the best coffee in La Bistro because it's French
press coffee.
I've many a time gone down there and tried to schmooze to get to get them to give me French press coffee. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But it is so good.
Oh gosh.
So I
know.
agree.
Yeah,
I would like
it's a really a
the
really
bistro.
delicious
I will tell
restaurant.
all the group cruisers in here we're going to be doing offering group lunches. We did that on the last group cruise. It worked out really well. So we're going to do that again. We're not necessarily going to have group dinners, but if any of you would like to arrange that, just do a post in the Facebook group, and
Right.
you can figure that all out. But we didn't want to force anybody
Right.
to use their dining package if they didn't want,
Right. Right.
we didn't want to, do that.
Right. And a
Yeah,
lot of times, the dinners are a way of kind of winding down for the day. Where we've been with the group cruise, it's go 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 from first thing in the
for
morning
us.
for us, and going through all the events we've planned, excursions, ports, and all of that. And then finally, as we get to dinner for us, it's kind of a wind down and a kind of a relaxing. And then, of course, dinners would also kind of infringe on maybe your scheduled show times.
Right.
And we didn't, so it's not just planning dinners, but it's dinners and shows. And that gets a little too complicated. So, yeah, we decided to keep it just to lunches.
Wendy Hyde would also like to book Le Bistro on the group cruise. They were so upset that they couldn't eat there last time on the last group cruise. I
Yeah,
agree, but
yeah.
I get,
Yeah,
I
I
get
get
why
it.
they needed to do it.
Yeah.
But it was irritating.
Yes,
It
it was. We were
irritating.
all upset because
We all had reservations.
Well, I think we all had reservations to La Bistro, but I had to tell you, I think the reason why most people were upset is because we got the notice from NCL that Friday,
Yeah.
and we
And they
were
knew.
and they knew that this other group cruise was booked, and so they didn't notify anybody until Friday. The email started popping to everyone's mailbox and everybody on Facebook, and not just from our group cruise, but everybody else on the ship was complaining. It's like, what's going on? And we're like, we're ready to set sail tomorrow. We're ready to fly tomorrow because the cruise is on Sunday, and we're hearing about it now.
I think everybody would have taken it better
Yeah.
if 6 months prior they had emailed everybody and basically said, look, we have this group cruise.
Right.
This is why we're doing,
Right.
because it was a group cruise. There was another group that was on this cruise that for religious reasons had to keep kosher.
Right.
And
so
they just did Le Bistro so that there was no
Right.
cross-contamination.
And then we were told
it was
you
fine.
you had to wait to rebook once you got on board
Yeah.
the ship, and people were like,
But
"Come on!"
I think that I know for a fact that they knew well in advance
They had
because
to.
we have to book for our group cruise.
Right.
We have to book almost a year in advance to get the space that we want. So
two
they
days
knew.
2 days before sailing,
Yeah, it was
the notice
crazy.
goes out. That's a bunch of we call BS.
I call BS on it. I call BS on it. Now, Vanessa Wyndham booked dinner at La Bistro. The reservation was canceled on the
Yes,
Encore
yeah.
during the 2020. Yep,
Yeah.
we just
A lot of Encore
Talk about that.
disappointed people, and a lot of
we still had a great time.
We
It
did.
was still great. Katrina Rollins says, if anyone likes Outback Steakhouse, that is where I work.
Oh, in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Minnesota. Where it's cold.
Where's my brother now?
He's in Missouri.
Why do I always
He's
confuse
in Kansas,
Missouri and
he's
Minnesota?
in Kansas City, Missouri, and this month, on the 18th,
Yep.
yeah,
My sister-in-law is
sister-in-law-
gonna freeze her little butt off.
his wife Sue, they are packing up the house in Florida. All the four boys are all off to college, and she is packing up the house, and she is finally making the move to see her hubby and living in Kansas City, Missouri.
Katie Hislop said that she's going to have to buy a few more days of dining due to Le Bistro and Cagney withdrawal.
I know. You know, because when you're on, you get the dinner package and you got the free dinners. But you know what? You got some other days. It's an 11 night, and you're on a cruise. You're on vacation, and I'd be like, I don't give a damn about the money.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
I don't give a damn. Just book another.
But if you prepare ahead of time.
Right.
Right. We would like to say hello and welcome to Brian Devlin.
Hello,
I'm not
Brian.
sure how far behind we are in chat,
know.
so, but I do see French onion soup, so that wasn't too long ago.
Sean is giving you the thumbs up.
And Jamie B, oh yes, great coffee.
Yes.
And Jamie B does agree with me that
Yeah.
the French onion soup is the best.
I want to say hi to Derek Kavanaugh. Hello, Derek. Welcome.
We are great. And
I know.
Is that Mexico or is that Ireland? It looks like Ireland to me.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't do flags.
I know. I feel like
I feel like it's Ireland.
who did the flag thing?
Fun with Flags.
Fun with Flags.
It was Sheldon Cooper.
Sheldon Cooper.
And Amy.
Yeah, Sheldon and Amy on what's the show?
Big Bang
Big
Theory.
Bang Theory. Yeah.
And
Fun
it
with
is
Flags.
indeed the Irish flag.
Okay. Whew.
I thought it was the flag of Ireland. I don't know why I said Mexico. And with a name like Kavanaugh.
I know. Seriously, where was your clue?
I mean, I'm an idiot.
Ronald Bitterman says going on a Christmas cruise, December.
I think because I saw
23.
that Mexican Riviera, and I
Yeah.
was like thinking Mexico. That's why.
Yeah, no. So this coming Christmas, end of the year.
Cheryl Croft said that the group lunches were a great idea, so
Yeah.
I'm glad that people are on
Yes,
board with
that's
that.
good.
You know, a lot of people met a lot of nice people at those lunches.
Oh, absolutely.
And became good friends. Katie said that she cannot wait to see shore excursions.
Yeah.
She wants to go on some
Yeah.
adventures.
Don't we all?
Hello and welcome to Florida Cruisers.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh, is she saying she's going to eat six out of the 11 nights at La Bistro or Cagney's? Is that what you're saying,
Probably
Katie?
could be. You
I'm gonna
go.
get my meat on.
She is in withdrawal, definitely. Oh, are we at the bottom of the chat?
I am. I caught up.
Good Lord. Wow, wow, wow.
How you
wow,
like
wow.
them apples?
I know. I'm kind of impressed. So where are we here?
I'm just babbling away, and we caught right up.
Oh, why, thank you.
You're welcome. Ask and ye shall receive.
There's so many monitors down here. I don't know where to look. It's so confusing. This to be on set here.
Wait a minute. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this.
What? What are you doing? Oh no, he's got his cell phone out. Run, everyone.
Well, first of all, I don't think I ever turned the ringer up. Don't I
oh,
do
that's
that?
not good.
That's never a good thing.
Gavin agrees. Lunch is definitely better. A hi, Chevy in first. Hi, in 49 days till his cruise.
Okay,
his
so
cruise, her cruise.
I cannot add this into the mix. Oh wait, I gotta do that differently. I gotta do that more.
Okay.
I gotta do that more
Okay,
better.
you handle that. Now Katie says no. I'm going to buy more, but I will each at those at least 2 times each.
Okay, so I am going to do this. You're gonna have to tell me if I can get this at the right angle, because I'm gonna show everybody what we see. So this might be fun, and it might work, and it might not.
Okay.
So I'm going to I'm gonna walk over, and it's gonna get dark because I gotta walk in front of the light. Go into the light, Carol Ann. Can you see this on the monitor, Boo Boo?
Oh, yes, I can. Kinda, yeah.
Katie sent me a picture. Love you, Katie. Let me see.
Oh.
Let me see what she sent me.
Oh no.
Holy crap!
Kevin disappeared.
She just sent me a picture on her TV. She's watching us on her TV. So
Oh God. Well, people
wait a minute, wait a
people send us pictures, right? They got
this
these.
is what we see. Okay. So there is a 50-inch TV, my iMac, an iPad, and then to the right, or to the left of my iPad is another computer. So there are multiple screens. Here, I'll show you what Katie sent me.
Oh
Want to see
gosh.
what Katie sent me? I'll show you. Oh, look, you can kind of see it, except I'm jiggy. I'm very jiggy. I don't know where it went.
I don't know.
See?
Katie goes, I killed Kevin! Oh my God. Oh, every time someone sends us a picture, they're watching us on their giant screen TV.
And of course she has to have a picture of me like you really can't see it, but you see my face. I'm like,
right. And our two giant heads on the screen. Scary.
I don't know if it froze, if her internet froze or what, because we still have it over here.
Oh boy.
Okay. Ooh. Anyways, where are we?
Let's see. Looking forward to group. Yes, even Cal. Yeah, everyone is looking forward to group lunches. We are too.
They have to miss a few second breakfasts, she says.
Who always does second breakfast? Was it? It was also on a TV show. Somebody would go for a second breakfast. Sean G says, Does anyone know anyone to order tomahawk steak at Cagney's? You mean the big steak?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's on the menu anymore.
Yeah, I don't
recall seeing it in 2020.
Yeah.
But I love me a tomahawk.
Oh, gosh.
I could eat that whole thing.
Can't
I put my foot in it.
Jesus.
Remember that?
Now I can only eat like a little piece of meat.
Remember that 2:00 heart attack steak we had on?
Gosh.
What ship were we on? It was on Carnival. I want to say it was on the Valor.
I had the sweats.
It was a cowboy steak.
Get me
it
out
was
of bed.
Every cut of the meat.
I need to go into
It took us 4 hours to
roll
eat
me
dinner.
into the bathroom. I need to be in a separate room. I'm having the sweats. Oh my God! It's 2:00. I'm having the heart attack. I can't do that anymore. Now I'm like, anytime they have some kind
I
of
have the petite fillet.
right, and it's the petite super junior ultra whatever tiny little thumb steak is about all I can have now.
Not me. Not me.
We used to have those big giant. They would be bigger than the plate, and we would have the potato and the vegetable, and the salad, and the appetizer.
I just thought of it.
do
It
that.
was American Housewife.
Yeah, she would go for second breakfast.
Go for second breakfast with her friends.
Yeah.
Florida cruisers have a February 2nd Norwegian getaway cruise, and they hope it doesn't get canceled.
I know.
You know what February 2nd is? It's your brother-in-law's birthday.
Oh, wow, yes. Mm-hmm. Sean's birthday. He's on the calendar.
Katie said that she's seen people do it. She normally orders the giant porterhouse once. Let's see.
Chevy's in first is asking. Go back.
I am. It's bounced. Oh, look. Sarah said the same thing. American Housewives.
There. Does anyone know if Royal does lobster for formal night or is it just carnival?
Well, the last time we were on Carnival, they didn't even have lobster.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah. I mean,
and
before that,
was
you would at least have like a surf and turf.
Right.
But yeah, people were complaining because it seems that a lot of the seafood was being removed from like the main dining room menus.
Well, the lobster.
Yeah, the lobster. Though we were on what ship we were on, it was like Crab Fest buffet. It was in the buffet.
Crazy.
Big posters everywhere. Crab Fest in the buffet. So maybe you won't get it in the dining room, but it's going to be somewhere else. But yeah, seafood's been just a little iffy, unless you're doing a specific seafood restaurant. But there was that. What was it? Ocean Blue.
Ocean Blue. Yeah.
And somebody was saying
it's pricey.
There was no lobster. I'm in Ocean Blue.
I believe that was Jamie and Gavin.
It was
it was either Jamie and Gavin or it was Chris and John.
How can that be? I'm in a seafood restaurant and you don't have lobster? Mm-hmm. Katie Connor, hobbits have second breakfast.
Vanessa Wyndham says the petite filet mignon at Cagney's was fabulous. Now, that's what Darlene always gets is the filet mignon. And I got it the last couple of times. Yeah. But I usually like the big honking piece of steak. I want my meat. When am I having steak? Is that tonight?
No, you're having leftover lasagna.
Oh, well, I like lasagna.
Um,
Katie said the porterhouse was like 60 ounces. How much bigger do
I
you
know.
need? I need bigger than that.
Katie, you're not meat shaming, are you?
Karen Carter gets the full hat steakhouses. No way she could eat a tomahawk steak. I could eat the tomahawk
you
steak.
could, I
I've
couldn't.
done
I
it
could
before,
not.
man.
Not now, I couldn't. Oh.
Katie Rowling says, good job catching up, Kevin and Frank. Bye, Nancy C. Nancy
bye,
C
Nancy.
has to leave.
Yeah, that's right, Sean. You make sure you have that light beer with that steak. Yeah, we'll carry on.
Well, he said with the price of steak now, he needs
go.
to get his fix.
Yeah.
And I agree. If I'm paying for, I mean, it's not a bad price, I think, especially when it's free. I want to get my steak on. And they can keep their sides.
Yeah. Katie says our Royal does lobster night.
And Silver Rabbit
Yes,
said when he
they
was
do.
on his last cruise, all he ate was steak.
That's
My kind of cruise.
Why not?
Why not?
No.
Ladybug 77 says Royal Caribbean does lobster night for formal, or lobsters for formal night.
Yep.
But the last person that I spoke to that was on Royal Caribbean on formal night, they were only allowed to have 2 lobster maximum per person. Yep. So I don't know if they were telling the truth or not.
Oh no.
What?
Laura G. I just said, she said, oh no, they removed duck l'orange from the bistro's menu on the Jewel. Is there a shortage now of duck?
Well, it wasn't.
What?
What were we on? We were on. I think the duck à l'orange is based on whether they can get it or not in the port that they've taken on their supplies. Because we have been on cruises that they didn't have the duck à l'orange on the menu.
It's an extra $25 on the Jewel. And I agree, Kevin, and they can keep the sides. Keep the sides.
Keep the sides. Give me the steak.
We don't need all the little this and that, whatever. We can get that crap anywhere.
I do like the onion rings.
Yeah.
And I love the baked potato, but I'm sorry, I can't do the baked potato
Let it
and
not
the tomahawk.
interfere with the steak.
Right. I would rather have the steak and the meat sweats.
Can you imagine I had too much of this and that and I can't finish the steak? Well, that was crazy.
Could be like that crazy lady and take it with me.
Right.
Katie Connor loves ribeye on the bone. You guys are making me hungry. Why does all of our conversations turn to food? That's what I want to know.
Oh, boy.
Kelly Janine's biggest disappointment on her first cruise was that no lobster and no cheesecake. It was on Princess back in 2020.
2000.
2000. You sure that's
2000.
20?
I'm closer. Yes. I will be very upset about the no cheesecake. Very upset.
See, now, what I'm upset about when they have the cheesecakes like at the buffet, it's not real cheesecake.
I'm not upset about that because that's got like gelatin. Every dessert at a buffet has some kind of gelatin, which I think they use as kind of a preservative. No matter what you get up there, whether it's whatever kind of cake or this or that or whatever, it's all the same because it's got this gelatin feel and taste to it. But the cheesecake's like real cheesecake in the restaurants.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I'll have none of that.
We're from New York.
Somebody had better go out and the next port and bring in some cheesecake.
New York cheesecake is, you need to go put your fork through and push.
Yeah.
And it's got to go.
Yeah.
It's got to make that noise.
When I was in...
That's why I'm always disappointed with creme brulee on the cruise.
Yeah.
Because it never goes...
Yeah. When I was opening up a store in Poughkeepsie, New York, we would eat at this diner, and they had that. I mean, the New York cheesecake was this high. This high. It was just like you were like, you put the fork through it, and it goes all the way almost to the top of the fork. Yeah.
Now, Chevy's in First has a question. Which pizza is better, Carnival or Royal Caribbean? Even though he feels like, or she feels like, Carnival changed their pizza.
Really?
It's not the same. So, even if you say Carnival versus, so if the question is Carnival versus Royal Caribbean, we say Royal Caribbean Sorrento's is the best. That's what I say.
I'm not one to indulge in the ship pizza, so
Well, the issue
I can't speak to that.
So anytime we've gone on Carnival, the issue that I've always had with their pizza, it's Pizza Pirate that does it. They never had pizza there. Ever.
I know, it was amazing.
And when I asked for it, they'd be like, "Oh, well, that's going to be about an hour." And I'd go, "Okay, fine." And they're like, "Huh?"
Yeah. Now, there were always like 2 or 3 crew members behind the counter. No pizzas.
And that was on multiple Carnival cruises.
Pizzas in the window. Like, you would go up and there would be all these whole pizzas all cut up and ready to serve, right?
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be. And the cases were empty, but 3 people were standing there, and then you're like, pizza, and they're like, oh yeah, it's going to be like an hour, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
and then,
what?
And at first I was like, what? And then the next time they said that to me, I went, okay, I'll wait. I'll be right over there.
Make the pizza.
And they were kind of like, oh, like, I don't think they knew how to
And
make
we were watching, because it was right at the poolside, and we were watching everybody walk up wanting pizza.
And being turned away.
And all being turned away, and all 2 or 3 of them just standing there turning people away. Like, can somebody want to activate a brain cell and make some pizza? Why are you not making pizza? I've been watching you for over an hour. You could have made some pizzas, and you keep turning people away. We told somebody that. We said, why is it your people are turning guests away, and they're just standing there and not making pizza?
This whole conversation has gotten Katie drafting her dinner reservation plans for a year away. And Gavin says that he agrees with you.
Oh, yes.
Cruise without cheesecake is a disaster.
It would be traumatic. Very traumatic. I don't know if I could recover.
And Sandy, I totally 100% agree with you that all the desserts at the buffet taste exactly the same.
They do. Yeah. Why? I don't. Because it's all with some kind of gel preservative.
Right. And I think it's so that it can last longer.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it, right, and you're like, oh my God, that looks so good. Kevin, cut me a slice of that. And he cuts it, and I'm like, this doesn't taste right. It tastes fake preservative stuff is in it, but every little cut piece of cake has some kind of gel quality to it.
Now, Rondo said that he had lobster thermidor at Le Bistro on the Epic, and that it was a $10 upcharge, but it was well worth it.
Worth it. You're worth it.
I haven't seen the lobster thermidor on a menu at Le Bistro.
Yeah, I haven't either, but if it was.
I mean,
you don't eat
maybe
lobster.
It is. I'm going to have to go back and look. Well,
you can eat it, but
I can eat it, but it don't.
There will be consequences later.
Jamie B says that the best cheesecake that he ever had was a real New York cheesecake in New York City, and that is right. The best cheesecake you will ever have is in New York. That's just my opinion, and I know I'm right.
From New York.
John Bolton, what are your thoughts on the new NCL ships that are coming out? Thank you.
The mid-size, because they're getting away from the mega. So you're talking about, we talked about this because they used to be called the Leonardo class. Is that what you're talking about?
Right.
Because they got away from that. It's like they're not calling it Leonardo anymore. I forgot what they're calling it. We talked about that on another live stream, and I can't remember the name of the class ship, but it's between 2,500 and 6,000, and it's more in the middle ground.
Love them.
Love the kind of mid-size. Yeah.
We love the mid-size ship. That's why we selected the Gem for our group cruise. We've made no qualms about it. That our favorite size ship are the Jewel class ships, and we're so excited that NCL is getting back in the game.
Right.
With those mid-size
I'm wondering
ships.
what kind of
They look kind of like they're going to be more futuristic looking.
Real, yeah, right, in terms of the hull design and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But you got the mega ships that have all the, the crazy Ferris wheels and go-karts and roller coasters. But these mid-sized ships, I wouldn't imagine would be able to handle all of that. Because,
And we're not that kind
and
of
we're not
cruiser.
that kind of, because there was a lot, I've been following a lot of discussions on social media about you can keep all that glitz and glamour and hoopla, I'm just happy with the shows, with good food, great food, excursions. I don't care about a Ferris wheel. I can find a Ferris wheel in a carnival somewhere or a go-kart or whatever. I don't need to do it on a ship.
Now, Katie said that Virgin's Pizza is fire. So I don't know what that means. Is that the name of the... That must be the name of it. Fire? I wonder if it's any good. How was the pizza on Virgin, Katie? Laura G loves Chicago-style pizza.
Deep dish?
Particularly from Chicago James B.
Is that Chicago deep dish pizza? Because I am with you on that. I love a nice thick pizza filled with stuff.
And Karen Carter says that desserts on the cruise, any cruise line, taste the same.
Yeah.
They're very mediocre.
Yeah.
And I will agree with you on that, Karen. But when you're in a specialty restaurant, they're generally a lot better.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, the restaurant specialty.
That peach,
yeah.
whatever that peach thing
Yes.
we had was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And that banana.
Oh yeah, well,
pudding.
it was funny. Somebody was just saying, and they had the banana pudding in queue, and there were no bananas in it, and they were very disappointed. Thankfully, we did not have that. I just want to acknowledge one thing. Thank you, Tom Y, because I wouldn't sleep tonight if you. Yeah, Leonardo class was changed to Prima class. Thank you.
It makes sense since it's the Prima.
Prima. I know, the first one, the Prima. I know. I couldn't. I was like, what is the name of that they changed it to? Thank you.
David Webb is irritated.
I know.
You're testing his patience and his power, talking about all this food.
I know. It's horrible.
Ooh, Sandy Homan usually gets the pound cake, and she dumps ice cream on it.
Yum.
That sounds really good. I would do that. I've done that.
I was going to say you've done that. Yes, Laura says yes. Deep dish and authentic Chicago sauce.
Oh, see, now, Katie, I'm not up on the kids' terminology today. So
Well, what she
fire
says-
means it's outstanding.
Oh, okay.
It's called Pizza Place. I didn't think it was called fire. That's why I was like, what
What
you
are you
talking about?
That's fire. Okay.
David Webb, was that the Prima debut this year? Was that the Prima debut this year? And Katie says that the Bronx pizza is the best. Although the best pizza that I've ever had was in Manhattan.
I see.
Yes. Followed by a second best in Brooklyn.
Oh.
And I know them's fighting words if Katie's from the Bronx, but...
I don't know.
Laura G said, yes, Frank. Deep dish and
Yes.
authentic Chicago
Yes.
sauce.
I just said that.
Oh. I didn't hear you. I wasn't listening like always.
Oh my God. Oh, big question from John Carlo, because this is...
What?
Kevin, do you think COVID-19 is going to affect soft serve on the ships in terms of the machines and self-serve?
I'll be very upset if it does. And I think it already has. But they basically are serving you. So you go up and there's somebody standing there on some of the cruise lines, not all the cruise lines.
Yeah.
And they hand it to you, which I don't know how that's any better. Because what if that crew member's
Right.
patient zero?
Right. He's the one that gets reported to the next port. He has
Right.
COVID. Right. Remember, you're not positive until you are.
Right.
Right. You may be
Right.
negative right now, but in an hour you could come up positive. So
Karen wants to know what's for dinner tonight.
Well,
Are you coming over, Karen?
So we know you're having leftover lasagna.
We're all having something different.
You're having leftover lasagna. My mother's having a small salad, and I'm not having anything. I had my hamburger
Well, isn't that lovely?
for lunch. I had it for lunch, and I'm done because I'm really still very full.
I 100% agree with Jamie B that Norwegian should definitely start installing Taco Bells on
Jeez,
board.
you guys. Can you imagine the most people boarding the ship and finding a Taco Bell on board a cruise ship?
I don't think that Norwegian would ever do that, but I would think that Carnival would be into that.
Yeah.
Because they really like their, celebrity stuff and I don't know.
But doesn't Carnival have the?
Yeah, they have the blue iguana.
Yes. So
And
close
those
enough.
are really good.
So,
no,
yeah.
no, those are really good. I really, really liked the blue iguana.
I would get on a ship, and if I saw anything that was fast food every day, like
I love
McDonald's,
Taco Bell.
McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, Pizza Hut, I'd be like, what is this? I can go anywhere and get this. I didn't pay money to come on board to get every corner fast food joint.
Well,
I would give it a thumbs down.
oh, Guy's Burger.
Oh, I live for that. And the chicken. Shack's chicken.
Chicken Shack.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to try that so bad. So bad. Book a cruise right now.
Katie Connor says a constant fun argument with relatives from Brooklyn, New York regarding pizza. And Vanessa Wyndham says the real Little Italy in New York City is in the Bronx. The food is amazing. What do you point? Don't you point at me.
Come up
wherever you
Katrina
are.
Rollins is asking, how do I send you a photo of me swimming with the stingrays and shark at the aquarium I'm going to for my birthday?
Oh my God.
Katrina, here you go.
All you have to do is email us at cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
And we will get your picture. We can't wait.
And if you want us to feature you with that picture, as a super cruiser, just make sure you include your name and what ship you were on. Or is that did she say she's at the aquarium?
Yeah, aquarium.
What aquarium?
Going there for her birthday.
Oh, well, send it on over, baby.
We don't care. Send it on over. We want to see it. Hi, Cat Lady 003. How are you? We are fine. We hope you had a good holiday.
Y'all have been waiting to make prime rib.
Florida cruisers are running to the store. I'm running to the store to get a couple of steaks. That's run.
Oh my God, I could have prime rib tonight.
You coulda. Didn't get it. Sorry.
I'm going to go get that right after here. So my BFF saved me a piece of prime rib. I don't know if it's cooked though.
I ain't cooking it. You're getting leftover lasagna tonight.
Yeah, I'll have lasagna tonight. Tomorrow I'll have prime rib.
Tomorrow you can
But
get
she saved me a big, thick
a
prime
real
rib.
dinner.
So, oh, that sounds so good.
Remember we used to buy the prime rib? We used to have prime rib for like Christmas or New Year's, right?
We would get a 4-rib prime rib.
Cut it in half.
And he would eat half and I would eat half.
God.
In one sitting.
I can't believe we used to
How am I not
that.
like 500 pounds?
I know, but I can't believe we used to do that, and I don't understand
I miss it.
I can't do that anymore.
That oven at our old house made the best prime rib and the best turkeys. We should have taken that stove oven with us.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't even imagine. I could just have like maybe a couple of bitefuls and that's it, but to eat a whole giant this thick on a plate, I don't know what we were thinking. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with you?
Jamie said he can live on chalupas. Oh my God, we're twinsies!
It's crazy.
Do you get chicken chalupas, beef chalupas, or steak chalupas? I always get the steak chalupas. I don't know if it's the same in the UK, but I get a number 6 steak supreme, soft taco, and a Mountain Dew. And it comes to $10.79. So when I pull up and they tell me it's a different amount, I'm always like, you did not get the right order.
Right. And I'm the no thank you menu.
Sometimes you have the chalupas.
Yeah.
That's one of the things you like. And when I'm feeling really wild and crazy, I get the quesadillas.
What's the quesadilla? Yeah.
I like the quesadillas. So that would be in addition to my chalupas.
If you're starving.
Starving. See, Jamie and I are so much alike.
I know, it is frightening.
It's frightening. Frightening.
Oh, gosh.
Cat Lady loves Guy's Burgers as well. Do you know that I never told him that they had coleslaw that he could have put on it?
I know. I didn't know there was a cart over here.
There was a whole
cart that had all the condiments and all this stuff to put on. I didn't know. No one told me. Now, Sandy Holman says Guy's Burgers might be good, but I just can't stand Guy Fieri.
I agree.
I know. Isn't that awful, Sandy? I agree with you. Love Guy's Burger, but I just don't like him. He irritates me. Even though I have a picture of him signed autograph right here on the wall downstairs.
Yeah, and what, who else do we have?
That's Restaurant Impossible. What's his name? Go look. What's his name? Who's Restaurant Impossible?
Over there. It doesn't say his name on it.
He signed it. It's
I know. It's this.
Quick, look up Restaurant Impossible.
We got the Restaurant Impossible
Yeah,
guy
who's the host of Restaurant Impossible?
Barb B says hello from snowy Vancouver,
Ooh.
British Columbia.
You know, it's been in the teens and 20s all week, but today it's 43. And tomorrow it's going to drop back to 20, so we got a one-day reprieve.
The tapas truck on NCL, could it have tacos? What tapas truck?
Yeah,
there's a truck?
There's a truck? What?
I know that there's the wandering hot dog cart.
Right.
On
Royal.
No, Breakaway.
Oh, on the Breakaway.
Oh, they have it on Royal too, on the boardwalk.
Yeah,
but that's on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
It's part of the...
Yeah. Gavin, Till, explain.
Please to explain.
Please to explain.
Adam Clark Gillespie says Shaq's Baked Chicken has restaurants in Las Vegas and L.A. Their website shows a ghost chicken brand
in Rochester.
Inside
New
York.
Walmart on Chile Avenue. Walmart Chile.
Shut the front door.
What?
What's ghost chicken?
Yeah. What is that? What Ghost Kitchen? A ghost kitchen brand. We must look this up. Check their website.
Well, if Aunt Teresa wants to go to Chile Avenue.
Because people are like, oh my God,
that's where Aunt Teresa
Shaq's chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A.
Well, I ain't going to Chick-fil-A.
Better than this, better than that. People are like, really? Really?
Jamie likes the beef chalupas. Jamie, you're wrong.
I see.
The steak chalupas are the best.
Go for the steak.
I just don't like the beef.
Because it has a beefy, greasy taste to it?
I don't know. I don't like it in the chalupa, but I'll eat it in the... It's bizarre.
He said, any chalupa is a friend of mine.
Any chalupa is a friend of his.
Crazy.
Doesn't chalupa mean fat girl?
I don't know.
I think that's what it means.
Oh, my God. Oh, thank you, Katie Connor. Thank you, Robert Irvine.
Gordita.
I wouldn't sleep tonight.
Robert Irvine. I was going to say Richard, but I knew that wasn't right.
And Kevin goes, I'm scared. You should be. Be afraid.
Pulled pork barbecue sandwich topped with coleslaw.
Yummy, yummy. Oh, my God, I would eat that right now.
See, I don't like coleslaw. Unless it's in, isn't it kind of coleslaw in the egg roll?
I don't know. Gavin says new Prima class NCL in the Indulge Food Hall.
Oh, well, you see, we haven't been
to the Prima yet.
The benefactors of being able to go on the Prima. So I didn't know that because I really didn't look into that. But that's interesting.
We got screwed out of the Mardi Gras. Want to go on the Prima. Oh, this whole...
Sandy Homan said that the Food Network has now become the Guy Fieri channel.
What?
Barf.
I haven't seen that. And I watch the Food Network all the time. I know that DIY Network became Magnolia Network from Chip and Joanna
Yeah,
Gaines.
everything's kind of changing.
Magnolia, but I haven't heard anything about the Food Network.
So Vince says that he's considering the group cruise, though have never sailed out of New York. Will we get great view of the Lady Liberty? And yes, indeed, you will.
You'll have her on this side, going out, and the New York skyline over here.
Mm-hmm. The only problem that I have, the only problem you will have is the decision of what side of the ship to be on, because I will tell you, one side of the ship is Freedom Towers,
right?
So that's spectacular to see.
Yep.
And the other side is going to be the Statue of Liberty. We will be in March. As long as you have a jacket, gloves, and a hat, you should be okay to be up on deck and wandering back and forth, because that's what I do. Although we are native New Yorkers, so we are used to, like, I could go outside right now without a jacket on, and I think it's like
43.
40?
Last I checked was 43.
40s.
Yeah.
So, and some people, like Sue, who lives in Florida, couldn't hack it anymore, but she grew up here in Rochester.
Yeah, I know.
The high today in Long Island. Oh, the high today on Tuesday. The high on Tuesday. Why do I keep saying the high today?
I do not know.
Like I'm a weatherman.
Would you like me to interpret?
The high on Tuesday in Long Island is going to be 16.
Yeah, we're going to be about low, like 20.
Like 20.
Yeah, so it's 43 today, but boy, tomorrow it's going down.
Sean wants to know what in the world is a wandering hot dog cart. It sounds exactly like what it says. It's a cart. It's a hot dog cart like you'd see in a park, and they walk around with it.
Push it around. Hot dogs here. Hot dogs. Get your hot dogs here.
Anybody want some hot dog? Want some mustard on the hot dog?
I Starlight in the UK. Hello and welcome. David Webb, 2023. We are on the Prima diet. What diet for those two? Prima diet. I wish I was on the Prima diet too. I don't like the Food Network anymore. It's gone downhill, and there are too many challenge shows. Yeah, a lot of challenge shows. But I do, the Food Network. We usually just watch the Spring Baking Championship, Holiday Baking, Spring. The kids. We're currently watching the Kids Baking Championship. But other than that, I don't think we usually watch any other food shows, because you can only watch so much. It's like the HGTV. You can only watch so many remodeling shows.
Speaking of HGTV, I want to know, has anybody, you just said HGTV. I want to know if anybody watched The Ugliest House in America.
Yeah. Did anybody watch that?
We watched it. It was, do you remember what her name is?
Retta. From The Good Girls.
From The Good Girls, but I didn't know if you knew her last name.
Oh, no, it's just Retta. She goes by just Retta. She has
a last name.
I don't know, but it's Retta. It's like Cher. Retta.
Kevin.
Right. Frank. That's how it is. Yeah.
So anyways, Retta was the host. And they did it in, they did the competition in 4 quadrants of the United States. And they had 4 houses in each quadrant. And they selected a winner in each quadrant to go to the semifinals, and then they announced the winner of those 4, and it was spoiled. No, we said it was spoiled because it was this young girl who her father bought her the house as a graduation present from college, and it was a hideous house, and she won the renovation.
And then she wins $150,000 free renovation by designer Allison Victoria. So she gets a free house from Dad and a free makeover.
And
it's a contest.
It's gorgeous now.
Must be nice. I said, what is she? Is she pooping out 4-leaf clovers? I mean, how do you win all this?
We enjoyed it because it was a little different.
Boy, there were some ugly houses out there.
Oof. Ugly.
No, thank you.
Ugly. Pamela Butler said that she likes the kids baking show.
I do.
Amazing how well the kids can bake.
This particular season has the youngest cast. One of the kids is only 8 years old, which is the minimum to get on the show. He's little chubby cheek, 8 years old, couple of 9s, a 10s. But yeah, we're sitting there going, God bless them. I couldn't do as well as they did on that.
Katie Connor said that leaving New York City, the Statue of Liberty is on the right. Coming home, it's on the left.
Right.
Because it's so early in the morning coming into harbor, she is all lit up, and it's absolutely magnificent. I know that our cabin is on the right side of the ship.
Right.
And we'll probably just stay in our cabin for sail away because we have the same cabin that we had the first time when we were on Gem. And it's a spectacular cabin with a huge balcony. Yeah. And we'll probably have a little party.
And though I am from Rochester, New York, I am a cold baby. So I can only stay outside just for so long. I want to say hi to Mr. G. Diggity Dog, who says, hi, Frank and Kevin. Me and the lovely Laura love your show. Well,
thank you.
We love you for loving us. Love you back.
Bye, David.
David got to go. Ta-ta for now.
Wendy said there was a house around the block from us that was on that show.
Oh, really?
I wonder which one that was.
I don't know.
God, you live in an ugly neighborhood, then. No, I'm just teasing, Wendy.
John Carlos says, Frank, do you ever watch Good Eats? No, I haven't. I mean, I'm always channel surfing.
We've watched Good Eats.
Have we watched Good Eats?
Yes, we have watched
I haven't watched it lately.
But we haven't watched it lately, but we have watched it.
Oh, okay. Was it good?
It was okay.
Was it Good Eats?
Yeah. Vanessa Wyndham says that she's never sailed out of her hometown of New York City. So Vanessa. She's looking forward to the sail away. Vanessa, it's really magical.
And as the ship goes under the Verrazano Bridge, you can practically touch it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yep. Some of the larger ships actually have to have their stack.
Right.
It's got like a removable stack.
Because they got to get out because the tide is coming up.
With the Gem, they take on water. I didn't realize it the first time.
It down,
to weigh it
so they
down.
can make it under the bridge. Wow.
They use their ballast to make it go lower.
Wow. Thank you, Karen Carter. Karen Carter says, please give a thumbs up. 72 are watching, only 58 thumbs up. And I will then expound on that. Excuse me? What? Give that a thumbs up.
Sandy Homan says that they really missed us last month and hope that we had a great holiday.
We did, and we missed all of you too. Yeah, I know. Always look forward to seeing Lady Liberty when we go out of New York. It's nothing like going out of New York.
We're actually hoping to go a day or two ahead of time so that we can be tourists in New York City.
It has been such a long time since we have been New York City tourists.
Wow, it's been longer for you than it has been for me.
Yeah, really long.
I went in, when did I take Carol? 2006? No, 2006 was Italy. 2007, remember I took her and her son up to college up there. I took her to go visit her son in Albany. Mm-hmm. And then I insisted that we take the train into New York. Because I'm like, we are 3 hours away, or, a 3-hour drive, or whatever the train ride was. We are taking the train on.
Yeah.
And we had a great time. But it's been so long.
Yeah. Rhonda Horn. Hi, Rhonda. Rhonda Horn says, hi, guys. I've missed you. Someone posted on a local chat that an ugly house in Soddy Daisy, Tennessee was in the competition.
And they're the ones who won.
Yes, she won. The young girl in her 23 years old. Daddy bought her the house. She graduated from college and she won the contest. Got a free makeover.
We probably shouldn't have. There was a spoiler alert.
Well, there it is, people. Vince wants to know, are you considering planning a group rate at any New York hotel? I always like to arrive the day before.
Okay, Vince. So I will tell you that the answer to that question, based on our other group cruises, is no. We are not planning to do a group rate, plan a group rate, and I'm going to tell you exactly why.
So I'm going to tell you why.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you why, because a lot of people would say, well, why wouldn't you do that?
Right.
When we have tried to do the group rates for the hotels on past cruises, the issue we have run into is when you block off the rooms, they want a deposit for those rooms from us or whoever's arranging that block.
The hosts.
The hosts. And what happens is if, say, you booked your room, so we would block off, say, 10 rooms, okay? And then, say, 15 want to get in. So we could do that, and we have to keep every 10, they have to keep extending it by 10. So if we got to the capacity of 10 rooms that were booked, they would want us to do 20, and so on and so forth. And we would have to pay the deposit every time. And then if, God forbid, somebody didn't show up, we would be responsible for paying it.
Right.
Or if those 20 rooms were blocked off and didn't get booked, we would have to pay the additional rooms.
So it would be
that's
all
why
on us
we're not doing it.
Financially, which is, so we committed to 20, that's where we are. And if, let's say, these people just didn't show or changed or whatever, we would have to pay out of our own pocket.
Yeah, so
can you imagine?
We're just kind of...
You're all on your own.
Everybody's on their own, but what we're going to do is we are going to find a few options. They will be posted in our Facebook, in the Facebook group cruise chat room, and we will also email those out once we figure them out. And, if everybody wants to book at the same place, what's the difference, right?
Right.
But New York is so easy to navigate that, well, I think it's easy to navigate.
Oh, I think it's easy to navigate as well. I used to run those streets.
Everybody could be everywhere at different places, and we could all meet up.
I used to run those streets.
Mm-hmm. I used to go every other weekend. Isn't that crazy?
Now I'm going to roll those streets. And in March, that'd be scary.
Yeah, so Vince said, understand, thanks. Wow, sounds like a logistical nightmare. Makes total sense. Yeah, so I really tried for our last one.
But
and
it's like...
And we had stayed at that hotel before many times. And it's just the way that the industry, I think, works in America. I'm not 100% sure.
And it also was adding just another... stack of a workload where we were focusing actually on the actual cruise,
right?
The workload for the cruise and all the events and setting that up, and then just trying to work out a hotel thing. It was like, and then when we got the financial aspect, we were like, no.
We ended up, I think, last time we didn't exactly tell everybody where we were staying. With this time, we'll tell everybody where we're staying. But we really weren't sure, being that it was our first group cruise, how we were going to handle everything.
Right.
And so we told a few people that were within our group that, we kind of knew and became comfortable with where we were staying. And then I sent out a list of maybe 3 places and said, there are these 3 places. Some people are staying there, some people are staying there, and some people are staying there. Y'all can pick a place. And it just turned out that a lot of them ended up at the place we were anyways.
Right.
So.
Thank you, Katie. Thumbs up. Thank you. Because we are, give a thumbs up before the end of the chat, because we are rolling down. It is almost 20 to 4. And, like Katrina Rollins, got to run. Oh,
hi,
Job
Ira.
Just called.
Ira just got here.
Ira.
Said he was going to be a little late. They were getting their boosters today.
Oh, okay.
So you will have to watch the replay.
You have to watch the replay because we are getting ready to leave.
But all the cruise news is in the first, 15, 20 minutes. So have at it.
Oh, thanks for joining us.
And we want to remind everybody that if they are interested in the group cruise, or if they are interested in becoming super cruisers, or have a question for our regular Q&As, they simply have to email us at cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com. What's that email address?
That's cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
Remember that we have, oops, that's the wrong thing. Oops, that's the wrong thing. That's if you want to become a super cruiser. It's the same information that I just flashed before. It's cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com. And remember that I can't find the button. Remember that we have Cruise Chat. It is on Facebook. We are thousands and thousands of members strong. If you have a question, comment, or want to post something, you simply have to click to join, answer a few questions, and we will let you in. And remember, be on your best behavior when you're in there.
It's a safe place for all cruisers and non-cruisers who want to become future cruisers.
If you're interested in some fabulous Cruising with Wheels swag, we have a Teespring store, and the link to the store can be found in the description of this live stream or replay, depending on when you're watching. And you can always click on the right, is it this way? Yeah. On the right of the video at the top, where we're featuring the Travel Safe and Cruise Often t-shirt today, and that will take you directly to that particular listing. But you can view all of the gear, Cruising with Wheels gear, through that listing as well. Right. But until next time, we want to remind everybody to always
travel safe
and cruise often.
See you in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.